Today is day 145 of the Arukh HaShulchan OC. If you'd like to sponsor, if you want to sponsor an upcoming shir or more of the Arukh HaShulchan OC, please contact me directly. It would be very much appreciated. Today's Arukh HaShulchan OC is Siman Kuv Daled Sif Yud Beis, the Siman Kuv Vav Sif Gimel Yud Beis. Okasav in Tzach B'Tfila. If you do talk during the davening, Dino Chazar Kedin Hapsakos Amors with Siman Zeh. The halacha is until just like other interruptions. Chomer, meaning if it was a small amount of talking, you go back to the bracha, even if it was only a moment. If you to tarry enough to finish the entire davening, go back to the beginning of davening. The first three are like one bracha. The last three brachas are like one bracha. That's you talked inadvertently, you're compelled to, or you forgot. There was also such like the Mishnah Berurah is more machmir. It says that for this halacha is only by ones. Like if you talk not by ones, but rather by shkaga, by some mistake, or because it's permissible, then even if you're a shoeh, in order to complete all of it, also, when I say don't go back to the beginning, but the beginning of the bracha. Actually, it seems like it's more makel. It says if you, and the Arukh HaShulchan says if it's ones or shogeg, go back to the beginning of bracha. If you he's more makeable by showing them by onus. I guess because I don't know why. We're saying that by onus, if you show more kula, so then you go back to the beginning. By shogeg, if you show more kula, you don't go back to the beginning. Go back to the beginning of the bracha. The Arukh holds both ways. I said by shogeg, if you show is kula, you go back to the beginning of the davening. So it comes that the Mishnah Berurah is more makel by shogeg than he is by ones. Apparently, we have this idea previously that when it's more discretionary, then the hefsek is less severe, and evidently that applies here as well. Anyway, Mishnah Berurah then goes on. The Arukh HaShulchan goes on to Mesid. If you saw the Mesid, Yeshua David is shogeg b'chadina. Go back to the beginning of the bracha, but short. If it's enough, if you're enough to finish the davening at the beginning of Shmaraseh. Some say the Meisi Choyin Chazoroshi was made. No matter where you go back to the beginning, there's the Bach and the Magen Avraham and Kriya Shema. He's not sure. If you interrupted and talked between each bracha Shmaraseh, Enkan Tikun. There's no fixing. That's why I skip this. I'm not sure. There's one within wait long enough to finish all of it. Ain't got taken. There's nothing to fix. You're going to us, so you continue on. So you're talking middle bracha began from the place where he interrupted. Or he tarried enough to finish all of it. You're going to go back to the beginning of the davening. Go on to feel also. He finishes davening, so there's a b'diavad situation. You finish without going back like you should have. So then, mashallah. So every day you don't have to go down over again. Why is not Yalav Yavo? When you forgot it on Rosh Chodesh during the day, or Yom Tovim, you have to go back to the beginning of the tefillah. Doesn't waste so much. They didn't daven what you're chayav to daven. The Chalei Shem Tefillah, Tefillas Hayem, did not apply to what you daven. But here, there's Chalei Shem Tefillah on what you daven. It's just interrupted in the middle. Lumdus. Avakai's spell comes to sick, I'll let the sheep seek. Here, down in the answer, except they interrupted. Give the Gomar cool, Gomar Gomar. Once he finished, he finished. B'yesh Mishomer, the Dino Kib Yalav Yavo. Some differ. Say it is like Yalav Yavo. So, Klaus always probably have to go back to the beginning. There we show any process like the first opinion. Mishnah Berurah writes, in a place where he's on his Gomar, if he doesn't go back to the beginning, but the place where he interrupted, he has to go back to the beginning and daven the entire tefillah. Here again, the Arukh HaShulchan, the Mishnah Berurah is more machmir by this. There's my honest. It is like Yalabiyaba. Like by sure it's not like Yalabiyaba. You give him Asaf Stigma to feel Kaddish Kedusha Baruch. Milosh want to say you can't deliver Kaddish Kedusha and Baruch the big three. El Yishtoka Jamar Shatz He's Baruch. But Kaddish, you'll be signed to the Shleoti which says he's Baruch. In other words, for the Armenian Ishmei Rabbah. Kedusha Ad Yimach. Not including Yimach. Baruch Ad Shanu Amen. Ad Shanu Tzibur Baruch Hashem after the Tzibur answers. So Shamashi Zam Sukkah. You heard and you directed your heart. You to hear even though you don't respond with them, you'll tell you Yotze. Somebody's telling me the Tzibur when he hears the Tzibur saying Kedusha Yemesh Rabbah, you should be lost and they should be silent in the davening. They should listen. No, it's their own shots. It's the Tzibur shouts on Kedusha Yemesh Rabbah and they're trying to finish one Esrei. You should be lost and they should remain silent during that Tefillah. And they should listen Kavanah to the Shliach Tzibor's Kedusha, or etc. When they finish Kedusha, go back to the davening. There's also what the Ba'alochas does. But you can ask, Lama Amru Nichlas basically has a mitzvah Tzibor should be spouting. In B'achas Chil Ligmar, Yid Shaloi Yer Shati Kedusha Limbotim Yispal Milab Aisbak Moshe's purpose in Kuf Test. So the test is going to learn halacha, which is that if you come too late to shul, you're not going to be able to finish one essay by the time they get to Kedusha, or if it's later to Shema Kolenu, you should not begin Shemona Esrei. Why not? You can always be Shomei HaKona by Shtika. Lam Leis Balel, Lechol Ishtak V'Lishmoa, it can be quiet and listen. About him, my show say, Chesed Shmiyah so Av Sakas Tfilaso. It must be that you're not supposed to, because listening is Shomei Ke'oineh, interruption of the davening. No, perhaps the listening is like saying, come, ona adif nevertheless to actually say it is better. Right? It's not a ki'ilu. It's the actual thing. Okay, so Shama can't go to Shama Rabbeinu saying about Tosis. Brachas, Kasser Rabbeinu Tam, Bri Chokim is that. The came with the Shama Koina, have the sake. It would seem that since Shama Koina, it's like an interruption when you silent. Come, nevertheless, oh no, God, Mishtak Lishma. The people is to be silent and listen because Minhag is very great. Rosh Chakar Bezer, Rosh was not clear about this. Gankin Chakar Bezer, Biskim Rashi, Baus Gedolos, Vatur Hebi Shtei, he agreed with their opinion. Vatur Hebi Shtei Adeos, Lo Echriya, did not make a determination. Sham, the Dabar Talish, the Talib Amude Olam, something which has to do with the great giant person in the world, and we don't have the power to make a determination between them. If you do like one side, it's okay. If you do like the other side, it's not okay. It's only doing things the Shem Shemayim. Rabbeinu, says to remain silent and listen to what the Shliach Tzibur is saying. That you in the middle of the Shemona Esrei, they go to give me an aliyah. Ain't no posek, you don't interrupt. Akon Shor. Ben Bezem Shum Rabus, it's not a chiddush. I feel clear Shema in a posek. Even in the middle of Shema, you don't interrupt. Moshe Besim Kuvlam. Right? Kosh came to Tefillah, and suddenly by Shemona Esrei. Akon Rasim Mishum the El Simon Zayim. Maybe you be Kriya Shema Shtei Deos. There's two opinions. Every Shema Nafsik, something to interrupt. There's somebody with Tefillah. Come by the Shem Nafsik. That's why they say by Tefillah everybody agrees you don't interrupt. But that if you say Kedusha Kaddish Baruch Hu Ana Bepeh. You should know that if you stop for a Kaddish, Kedusha, Baruch Hu, and you actually would not remain silent, but actually verbalize the words, it is an interruption. Moshe says the is like any other person who interrupted for an optional reason. So even those who hold by amazed, deliberately go back to the beginning. Achanami came. So we're saying here. At the finish 18 brachas, you can stop for all these things. Also on Yom Kippur, when you do a long video. Yom Yiratzon, it's preferable in the case, therefore, of the Aliyah, to say Yiratzon, you should stop still, stay Yiratzon, make it 3 steps back, be Aliyah, to Torah, and go up to the Torah. But that's the Kaddish, Kedusha, and Baruch, you don't have to take the steps back. And call Armenian, Yochanan, also interesting enough, in every other kind of tzor, it's easy, you can answer all the Armenian. It's a big chiddush. I didn't know that. Mr. Shibur writes, if you, when you think that you can be mafsik, it's like shogeg. It's not going back to making. In other words, even your amazing, but you think it was mutter, that's like a shocking. Okay. Kuf ches. Kuf hey, sorry. Kuf hey. Din I'm talking about tefillah. Wait between davenings. This is Gemara. Kamisha ben tefillah. How much you have to between davenings? Come in the family service. She's spell state tefillah say achazeh. So you have to daven two tefillahs one after another. Why she wrote up but it's spell shades like a person made mistake and needs to daven second shmesi. Chem tefillah chakras tefillahs musafin. Where there's no punctuation by laning. But ksheno me asher ben asayim, and you don't even say asher between them. Or sheshach lispal you forgot daven mashmilima bisman tefillah. And you make it up at the time of tefillah which comes after it. With spouse times, two consecutively. How much you have to interrupt between and wait between one and the other? So he says, one says in order that his intent should be graceful. Should take that meaning, should take that Tchina should be able to focus sufficiently to make the second Shemona also supplicatory. That's Rashi. Same as Chanan al Hashem. Chanam HaKadosh is cholel dato olav dato olav in order that he should be able to be pleading in his Lashon Chilui. See by Cham Moshe pleaded. Based on Perek Yud Din, that's what Apostle Kadesh is Chanan dato olav. He goes by the fact that you should have kavanah. The Rashi's up here, Rashi says they don't argue there the opinions of Shetisya and Cholel. But it's just a question of semantics. But this because of he says that the Yerushalmi says that the amount takes away walk 4 amos. Doesn't mention having achieved grace, having achieved lost my place here. This would say that Rabbi Yochanan sees the Rabbi Yana Omeid Mispala as I'm standing and davening Amalek Arba Amos Mispala. He would wait after he finished Shachris and Mahalach Arba Amos. He would walk 4 Amos. Mispala Shemusaf Ein Shom. Because the Masha Dafka Sheikh Arba Amos. Sounds like you have to walk 4 Amos. Up to Shomar Kosam Mispala Sheikh feels so Chazut Tzarich Lamtim Mezuzu Kidei Hiluch Arba Amos. Now time it takes to walk 4 Amos. But the Imam, that's Takad Alacha. Tchenim Ejam Acharkach Mishami. Lo Achelech Arba Amos. Not until you walk 4 Amos. Ela Pilu Shok Kidei Hiluch Arba Amos. The amount of time it takes to walk 4 Amos and Shom. And certainly on Tosis Shol Kosam was going to say Yerushalmi. It's not where the Tosis didn't break down the conclusion of Yerushalmi, and there is a long brackets here. The Gam Kosher Lama Lutzinu al Ze Alam Shetis Cholel. Also, why they put, I guess, their comment on Kadesh Shetis Cholel. Ulayla Sri like Rashi, the Loplika passage doesn't hold you, they don't have like Rashi, that the Shasim don't argue, or that the Mecholim Tischonim and Tischolo don't argue. It was that. This is Machlekes. The man Mardesh Tischonim, in order that they should be able to focus, but Shili Arba Amos. It's enough to wait enough time to go walk Amos. Mardesh Tischolel, it's got to be a new supplication, specifically requires walking. Because I pray Moshe Shom. Because I came to Pasuk Rama Kadesh Tischonim. According to this Ram Paskin, Kadesh Tischonim, Psaka to V'Shulchan Kayomim. The Psaka to Shulchan Aruch is sustained. V'duk. Okay. Gimel. Upashu Dam Tonu Hu Acharei Shivsa P'shosh P'ses Me'achara. So the waiting is after you took 3 steps back. So when you can't ask, you can't go below them, how you're supposed to remain at the point 3 steps back for them until you go back. Otherwise, you're Kelev Shabbat Kiyah. The dog going back after his regurgitation. Interesting. Here he wants to daven in the place where he steps back. And he wants to go back to his place. The only thing to go back to your place is only a Shemona Esrei. I thought that's what we're talking about. So I'm not sure what Arukh HaShulchan say here. Abishai feels the yochel ispal v'zuach hazu miyad filu kamat filos. I guess he's saying in general. This is like total new, even though you were talking about before for Amos of Shemon Esrei and going backwards, way for Amos. This is totally different halacha. And all it's saying waiting for Amos is only by Shemon Esrei. Avashai feels other prayers. Yochel ispal zuach hazu miyad down one after another immediately. Filu kamat filos, even several prayers. Since we have an interruption built into davening, those in great interruption. Obviously, Mount Sinai says take Asher is several times. Mount Sinai takes to walk for Amos. Kuv Vav, Miyam B'Tur B'Tfilah was exempt from davening. A Kol B'Tur Mikriya Shema, everybody's mom from Shema, Nesh Mitzvah, B'Tiras Mitzvah, or they are preoccupied with mitzvah, but something is about the deceased. Two women not feel they're exempt from davening. In one respect, feel is more exempt than Shema. It was those who are bearing the corpse in the stretcher. Those who are in front of the stretcher, they're necessary paturim. And those behind the stretcher, tzorach bahem chayovim. They even they're required. They're still they're necessary. They're still required to say Shema. But elu p'turim tefillah, they're both exempt from davening Shema. But Tam is that sovereign tefillah the rabbanon Tam pasha. Tefillah the rabbanon where kriya Shema is the right, so the reason is pasha. Certain tefillah the right, also tefillah the right, and they should be tefillah tzorich mu'umad. You can't have because you have to stand still. They don't have time for this. Which only requires stationary, desisting from movement in the first pasuk, much shorter amount of time. Base of a tour. Mashma the daf goes some chain lamita tzorach behem. Sounds like only those who are not necessary have an exemption. Become called nevertheless, even though they are part of the pallbearers. But those who accompany the mace, who have no connection at all to carrying the stretcher, they're liable to, they are mechuyev to daven. Avraham goes to so perikvav, call him liable to mace put him in tefillah. No matter whether you're necessary or not necessary. I try. Chaim b'tzad rabbeinu b'yisrael to see about. B'yisrael about this. He like holds osan shelo she'en lamit tzarich ben. Holds those who the stretcher does not require. They are included in, nevertheless, the accompaniers. Right? And perhaps, although the tour seems to take Lashon, the Shas of Adina Moida, you certainly can see that all those accompany the Mesa Potter. And because even though those are behind the stretcher, they're never necessary. And therefore they're only accompaniers. Nevertheless, they are pater from Shema. From Shema Esrei. There's any bracket Tzachani lo matzasi zeh b'Yerushalmi. Okay, you can find Yerushalmi's ostensible language that says that all the Mlabim were exempt. Okay, one has to electronic search. Gimel pashu da p'turim etfilah. So obviously those are exempt from tefillah. P'turim ma'filah yavor zman tefillah. They're exempt even as zman tefillah will pass. V'gam tefillah shacharea lo yitzrich l'spel shtei tefillos. And as a result, they don't even have to daven two tefillos the next Shemon Esrei. And next davening, there's no kashlumin. They're exempt for the time of the first congregation. Even before midday, it's more than a third of the day. The person who was part at the time should not daven afterwards. I want to do chatzos, you get tefillah. Zeu sham zek shasam atzmo shetah. That's your own initiative. I made a mistake. Over v'leispal or transgressing the daven bismano kibur sham. I will catch Medina parts of bisman, but here where he was exempt at the time, ech natal bispal charazman. How can we compel him to daven after the proper zman? No, it's true. Im bispal al chatzos. If he davens to chatzos, efshekabo schar kamol tefillah shlo bisman. Maybe get the same schar of tefillah at its proper time. Or efshek, but it's possible she'osis bispal. He can't have a kitchen patur ayah. Since we exempt at the time the ikar obligation, he can't do it afterwards. Lo dami kriya shema tavi kakar b'torah, which is always permissible. Aviyesh in a place which costs some shittas ar chatzos chai b'tfila. Labo poskim wrote that until chatzos you have to daven Shemona Esrei no matter what. Even once the mitzvah falls away.